I'm Samira. I'm 20 and I've had social workers since I was 16 because of my mental health and because I cut myself. I'm also Muslim and I'm also gay. In my family and in my culture, that's not allowed. It brings shame to the community. People have always shouted things at me. Freak, loser, cutter, packy, dyke. No one knows how to speak to me about it because they say that I'm complicated. I've got a new social worker now though called Steph, and I like her because I think she understands me. I don't know anyone round here. We've only moved here about 6 months ago because Dad didn't want us to live in London anymore. He said it was London what made me unwell. And we've got family here, and what Dad says goes. One day, my mum got her phone out and she showed me a photo and she said, "Do you like him?" And I said, "Who's that?" And she said, "That's Iftikhar, the man you're going to marry." And I said, "What?" And she said, "You'll move to Pakistan, you'll marry him, and you'll be cured." And the look on her face, she was so full of hope for me because I know it's what she really wants. And I had to say no. I cried. I cried for me and I cried for her. My brother didn't cry though. He kicked open my door and he went mad at me. "You will do what this family tells you to do. You will be a good Muslim. I will not allow you to bring shame to this family." He thinks he rules this house now. He's so involved in the mosque and his new friends are around our house all the time. They really intimidate me. I'm so scared. I'm scared of my brother and I'm scared of my dad and I'm even scared of my mum. I'm scared about what's going to happen to my sisters when they get older. I'm meeting with my social worker tomorrow and I'm going to tell her everything and I'm going to ask her for her help. At least I think I am, right? I don't have anyone. And I don't know what to do. But I don't even know if there's anything that Steph can do either.
Samira was so scared that day that she told me what was happening. She was shaking like a leaf. As a social worker in a community mental health team, I've heard lots of difficult situations. But this was the first time that I had to intervene to prevent a forced marriage from taking place. Yes, it was a safeguarding issue. But I could see how high the stakes were for Samira. She was having to make a choice between being in control of her own life and surrendering her connection with her entire family. I can't begin to imagine how that would feel. And yet here I was, having to support a vulnerable young adult in making the most difficult decision of her entire life. I hope that Samira feels that I did the right thing. What do you think you'd do?
How do you reassure someone they're going to be safe from their own family? That's the challenge for professionals and the police around forced marriage. The legal side may be easier now that specific legislation has been introduced, but in many ways, it's like protecting people who've experienced domestic abuse. The very people that they love the most are the ones that are putting them at risk of harm. We can give safety advice, like memorise mobile phone numbers, make a copy of your passport, but it is unlikely that we can be there on a day-to-day basis. Families are complex, and it takes more than the intervention of the police to make things right when someone is escaping a forced marriage.
It's been 2 months now since I told Steph about what my family were forcing me to do. And I'm safe from it now. Well, I'm sort of safe, I suppose. But I don't really know if I am, to be honest. I don't see my family anymore. But I miss them. I really just want to be able to talk to my sisters and hear their voices and let them know that I'm okay. Sometimes I'm scared though. I don't go out at night because I'm worried that my brother or his friends from the mosque might drive up in his car and kidnap me and take me back to Pakistan like he said he would. The police said that's not going to happen, but they don't know my brother like I do they? Neither do you. It's like everything in my life has gone. Everyone I care about and everyone I love. So in some ways, even though things are better, in some ways things are worse. Because it's just me on my own. And so I still cut myself sometimes so I can cope with it all. Steph, my social worker, she's amazing. I don't know what I would have done without her. You know, she put me in touch with a support group for people who are gay. And it feels all right. But they don't understand why I'm still a Muslim after everything that I've been through. I guess I'll always be complicated, won't I?